No, don't go, Sylvia. You don't even know English, exclaimed my mother. Stay with your family. Don't go to the United States, said my father. And those were the negative voices playing in my head over and over. On Christmas in 1993, I had left my country of Peru and found myself at the Miami International Airport. It was my first time in the United States, and I was so excited to start a new life. Holding one hand was my 5-year-old, Oscar. On the other, our suitcase. And that's all we had. Except for those negative voices playing in my head, did I make a huge mistake? I questioned. Mr. Contest Chair, fellow Toastmasters, and anyone who has negative voices in their head, today I'm going to present to you my 3 steps to overcome those voices and to have a more successful life. Step number 1 is to have dreams and goals. See, setting goals give you a vision for your life, increase motivation, and more important, give you the power to overcome every obstacle that you face. My goal, my biggest dream and goal was for my son Oscar. I wanted him to be a successful scientist and to attend one of the best universities in the States. I dreamt about it so many times that I could see his name on the headlines already. Oscar Lastres, a brilliant Peruvian scientist, discovers life on Mars. I dreamt about that so many times, and sounds silly, but that was my dream. But as an immigrant and a single parent, I have to face so many obstacles. See, I didn't know English when I came. I didn't have a steady income either, or my family for support. It was so difficult. But the only thing that kept me going every day, that gave me the energy to overcome obstacles, was that dream for my son. You have to have dreams and goals. Step number 2 is to have confidence. Confidence in yourself, like he said, and confidence in those dreams that you have. It only took me 3 years to realize that Miami was the wrong place to learn English. I attended Miami-Dade Community College to learn English. I tried to learn more about the American culture. But after 3 years, I couldn't say a word in English. Oh. And all my friends were Hispanic. I was not making any progress. So what did I do? Well, I joined the U.S. Army. Sir! Yes, sir! So this time, I found myself at Fort Jackson for Army Basic Training. It was in 1996. It was a cold morning, I still remember. I was standing there with a lot of people in my platoon. Then all of a sudden, a big person came to me. It was our platoon sergeant. He pointed at me, and I felt so special. And he said, "You, deputy, you are the new squad leader." And I said, "Me, sergeant?" I didn't even know what squad leader was. And I pleaded. I said, "Please, sergeant, me, no squad leader. My English is not very good looking." It didn't work. He came closer to me, looked at me in the eye, and said, "I believe in you, and I know you can do this." Those negative voices again, this time even louder. But what I did is I just repeated his words over and over and over. "I can do this. I believe in me." And I made it through basic training. and something wonderful happened. Those negative voices faded and left me. Another step is to be persistent. See, persistence makes the difference between success and failure. Many times when I didn't have enough money to cover for my rent, I wanted to quit and go back to Peru. When I was working in that hot army kitchen, standing on my feet for 14 hours, peeling potatoes all day long, I was ready to quit. But the truth is that I always convinced myself to try one more time, one more potato. So my advice to you is to never quit. It doesn't matter how difficult it is, how impossible it sounds, never quit. So my question is, are you listening to your negative voices? Do you believe them? If that is the case, I want you to follow my steps. The first one is to have dreams for your future. Believe in those dreams and believe in yourself. And also, be persistent. Never quit. That's my magic formula. And it works. Remember me that day in 1993 with my son and my suitcase? Well, my son now, Oscar, graduated with a master's degree from one of the top universities in the States with a master's degree in nuclear engineering. Wow. My dream came true, and so can yours. If you just remember this, don't listen to those negative voices. And that's an order, soldier!